everybody? Welcome back to Coach Joyner's War Room. And why am I on camera today? It's because we got the merch in. We got Big Yams right here. We got Cooper King Cross, the next SWBA superstar right here. And of course, we got my merch. So, but with that being said, we got some good merch. It's not expensive either. If y'all want to go get some, it's not that expensive. It's only I think like $13 maybe plus shipping. Go snag a shirt. We got plenty more players on there from this past SimWorld U season and some of the ones going into the SWBA. Go get a shirt. They not that much. Go get one. I got me 3. Definitely gonna give me a couple more. Cam Jones is definitely he getting one. That he being a part of my collection. But anyways, with all of these players, all these SimWorld prep players, getting all this interest from all these SimWorld U schools, I just want to say the next steps for what y'all should be doing to figure out what school you want to go to. So obviously, there are different camps of thought with what school you want to go to. Some people want to stay close to home, which, I mean, if that's the case, just look at where these schools are on the map. I don't know what to tell you. Some people want to start right away. Some people want to go where they have the best chance to win. Some people want to go to a system that fits them, which I think is the best thing to do. Go to a system that fits you so that you look the best. So when it's time to go to the draft, people know what you can do at your max potential, and they don't have to guess at what you can do. But I want to talk about a couple guys because we got guys like, let me look at the schools here. We got guys like, who got interest from Maryland? Jordan Scott. Jordan Scott got interest from Maryland. And I don't know what Jordan wants to do. He might want to start right away. He might want to back up somebody really good to learn from them. I don't know what he wants to do. But right now, his path to starting looks a bit complicated at Maryland. Because at the forward position, you already have Jameer Polk, who's only a junior, so he's not going anywhere. So at small forward, you have Jameer Polk, who's averaging 12 points per game on 60% shooting. You're probably not taking that starting spot. And if you want to go to a guard position, almost all of their guards are freshmen. So we don't even know what their guards look like until the beginning of the season. Right now, we just speculate on what their guards will look like. If I had to guess, Jordan Scott probably could take a spot from one of these guards, but you never know. One of them could boom onto the scene, average 15 points per game, and then that's a spot that you can't get. So I wouldn't commit this early until I see what the team actually looks like. And also, what is the post CKC University of Maryland look like? Are they still going to be a really good team that has a chance to make a deep run in hoops area? Nobody knows right now because there are just so many freshmen. Actually, they have six freshmen coming in. That's a lot of freshmen for a team that just had a decent run in hoopsteria. What do they look like? And when they start to figure out what they look like, does Jordan Scott want to join that? So he needs to pay attention to what it looks like for him starting over there, if he wants to start, and then what their system looks like, and if that fits what he does best. Next, we'll go to LSU. Khalid Cunningham has gotten interest from LSU. That's his home state. So I'm sure that he's interested in going there and changing around this program that just went 9-21 last year. What's his start? If he wants to start, what's his starting looking like? Well, the guy that's starting at power forward is averaging 5. Last year, he averaged 5 points and 4 rebounds on 54% shooting. So his starting potential there is high. So if he wants to start right off the bat, become a star, and try to take this program and switch it around, he has a good chance of that because the guy in front of him isn't all that as far as right now. Now, he still has a season to play. This guy could, once again, pop, jump up, do something big, and then Khalik's chances of starting go down and down. Do we expect it to happen? Probably not, but you never know. But if Khalik does commit here, you also have Akeem Young here at the center position, who's averaging 12 and 7 on 57%. Khalik and Akeem Young, that could be a really nice duo, and if you can get a good point guard around that, you could be looking really nice to turn this program around. That could be something to look at. Our next school is Florida State. Florida State, I've talked to Tyrone Blackman. He's gotten some interest from Florida State. Now, the point guard position, their starting point guard right now, according to what they have up here, is a guy that averaged 7, 3 assists, but on 34% shooting. Tyrone could start here. I think he could average, because he has 2 years left in prep. I think he could develop into a really nice point guard, especially pure point guard if you like a pure point guard who can get high assists. I think he could easily start over Daquan Alton. It's 7 points and 3 assists is a good stat line, but when you're shooting 34%, you're bringing the team down. You're not helping much. Those 7 points, when you're not doing it efficiently, doesn't help. So I think he could start here. So like I said, if you're looking at starting, go look at the link, the SimWorld U team by team deep dive, and look at who's on the roster, who will be on the roster next year, and don't forget when they start playing in 47 days, 46 days, you need to be watching. I won't say every game. Obviously, y'all have lives. Y'all have your own games to play. Y'all have practice. But you need to be watching them. You need to be watching the teams that you're interested in to see if you can fit into what they do. Because more than likely, teams aren't changing their playbooks, their play styles year by year. They're bringing in players that fit that play style, especially if it's working. So for a team like Florida State, who had a successful season, especially more towards the end of the year, I believe they had a good season to end it off. They're probably not going to change what they do play-wise. They're going to bring in better players that can do what they like to doing at a higher level. And then lastly, we had LaShawn Cunningham, who got some interest from Arizona. Now, I think he would have to go here and be the bench spark plug, because right now at that not 4. I think he fits more as a 3 in my opinion, a 3 or a 2. But at the 2, you already have Emilio Torres, the freshman that's coming in this year. Maybe he doesn't perform at the level that he should, and LaShawn could come in as a freshman and take his spot and send Emilio to the bench. But I don't think so. I really like Emilio's game. It's more about being more efficient with it. But and at the 3 spot, you have a guy that's averaging 12 points per game with 54% shooting. It's hard to bench a guy like that. So in order to take a starting spot at this school, he would have to come into camp really putting in work, because it's hard to bench a guy that's averaging 12 points a game. It just is. But once again, does Arizona fit what he likes to do? He's the guy that relies on his athleticism, get into the basket. Is that what they like to do over here? They were the 57th team in 3-point percentage, and do they show me in 76 in 3-point makes per game? So it's not like they're attempting a lot of threes. So they do like getting their offense within the 3-point line. It's not like they're out here playing like the Warriors. They like to go inside, get buckets on the inside. So that kind of does fit his game, but that I just want y'all to pay attention to the teams that are trying to recruit you. Don't look at the name and be like, "Oh, let me go there." Is that what's best for your career? That's what you got to think about. And then same thing to the coaches. all the coaches that's going up, Coach Drees, well, not going up yet, but they have the potential to go up. Coach Drees, Coach Heath, Coach Lovelace. They should be paying attention to who's not meeting expectations this next season. Who has spots? What team is going to have spots this next season? Because when you go into a new school, you probably want to bring in your own guys, and you don't want to only have one spot to bring in a new freshman. You probably want to have multiple. So who has those spots? Who has the good recruiting destinations that you like? I know Coach Drees recruits a lot from the Northeast. That's probably because of his budget, but it seems like he gets good talent from the Northeast. So he probably want a team more towards the Northeast to make that talent pool a bit easier to acquire. Now, some teams that I've picked out that they're going to have three seniors. So that's 3 spots at least. Some people might go to the draft. You never know. There are 4 teams that have 3 seniors at least. So that's 3 freshman spots. Purdue, Notre Dame, New Mexico, and LSU. Those 4 teams have 3 seniors on the roster. That's 3 new freshmen for a new coach if those teams fail to meet expectations. Now, obviously, we're about a month and a half away from the SimWorld U season, so we don't know if these teams will meet expectations or not. But if I'm a coach that's looking to shoot up and I want spots to bring in my own freshmen, I'd be looking at those teams because some of these are really good recruiting spots too, especially LSU and Purdue's in Indiana, right in that realm where you get a little bit of mix of the Midwest and the Northeast actually. So Purdue is actually an underrated spot, and LSU is a good spot. New Mexico, if you like that West Coast, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know where Notre Dame is. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's look it up actually. Oh, it's also in Indiana. So all 4 of these got good recruiting spots, in my opinion. So if I'm a coach that's looking to go up, I just want everybody to study the teams that they're trying to go at or that's trying to come at them. Obviously, there are a lot more players that have a lot more interest from a lot of teams. And your teammates right now are competing for you for those spots because not every team can bring in you and your teammate. Some of these teams only have 1 spot. They only have 1 freshman spot going into the next season. Unless somebody gets drafted, which, at this point, we don't know who's declaring. So there's only 1 spot guaranteed for some of these teams. So you really have to do your research. And if you want to commit early, I don't advise it at this point because we haven't seen people play. Like how could I commit to, I don't know, Coach Pope? How could I commit to, not that his offense won't be good or his team won't be good, but how can I commit to something that I haven't seen on the court yet? That doesn't make much sense to me. Now, once I see it on the court, of course, if I think I can fit that, then yeah, I'll commit. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. Just think about where y'all are going. Just think about everything. Rank them. Rank what matters to you from most importance to least importance, and rank these teams. Because I don't know what your decision is going to be, but I don't want you to be stuck in a bad decision with a team that doesn't fit your style. You're not starting. So just think about where you're going. Think about the teams interested in you. That goes for both players and coaches. That's all from me. Peace out.